We knew that this episode was going to be good. But baby, this episode was good, magnificent, excellent, amazing, heart-stopping, turn-twisting. Baby, I was here for it. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Claws, season number 2, episode number 10, the finale, Breezy. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up though? Go ahead, click that red subscribe button to become a Ray of Sunshine. And everybody needs to be clicking the notification bell so you're alerted of the videos I upload going forward. Yes? Cool. Listen, I'm going to just get this out the way right now. Prepare yourself for a long-ass fucking review. It's going to be long. It's the finale. You may have to watch it in 2 parts. I don't care. Just make sure you watch it from beginning to end. Because, baby, I got a lot to say. First and foremost, y'all was on target with them predictions y'all had going. Dion, what's up, girl? Like, yeah, you know, I'm going to shout y'all out. Like, I'm really, really feeling that. Dion, who else was it? Who else? Well, Jimmy Pink all year long, because that's just what she does. She does predictions. Jillian, baby, check and check and check and make. I mean, y'all was all up and through here giving this season's episode, I mean, this finale, as if you were watching it, like you had seen it already. I'm here for it. Let me see, was there anybody else? I'm sure that there are, because Treese always gives the tea. So, okay, when it opens up, we hear Virginia narrating, and I'm all like, why in the fuck do they have her narrating this episode? There's got to be a point to it. That's what I have in my notes right here. If you could see them, you would be like, I'm not lying. And we see that it's Hurricane Ignacio, but she's all like, wait a minute. We see glimpses of what's happening, like with the wedding and stuff, and she's like, hold on, let me start you from the beginning. Well, we see the ladies in the shop, honey, and Lala Milan. That's who she is now on Instagram. Used to be Lala Scissorhands, I think it was. Instagram star with her skinny self, and she would wear all them wigs, honey. Well, she was a guest star, and I think that she did a very good job. This was a great, like, start for her. You know what I'm saying? Debut, there's a word, for her, because it was perfect. It went with her ghetto-ness as Lala on Instagram, and she matched them with her blue hair and shit. She was ghetto like the rest of them. Probably in real life, her ass probably super like plain and square. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know in real life? Let me know down below in the comments. Congratulating Jen to go on about her business in Miami. We gonna miss you. Yeah, okay. You see Quiet Ann and Desna having a conversation. Everybody like, oh, I'm glad they're getting along. But the real tea is Desna was going to the lawyer's office, okay? And in the lawyer's office, I remember saying, I don't know if it made it, but if it was in my mind, but I said, he ain't even asked her for a prenup, so he's got to have some kind of feelings for her. But then again, I was thinking to myself, well, he gonna kill her, so she don't need a prenup, right? Nonetheless, they get there, and she finds out about all his assets. The papers they sign in, were they prenup? I didn't hear them say anything, especially when we got to the end. So if I remember, I'll tie the two together. We see the Hausers, including the cousin. Now I know his name is Clint, sitting in the trailer park. Who lives at the trailer park, y'all? Is that where Uncle Daddy lives now? And Clint has gotten inside of Roller's head and tells him how Clint's mother had saw Uncle Daddy saying things over his body on the front of the church steps, that they had been having a quarrel all day long. Say what now? So pretty much the implication was, and that is what Clint wanted it to be known, is that Uncle Daddy killed yo daddy, Roller. Check and mate, Dion, you were right. It solidified a little bit later. In the attorney's office, I commended Desna on her acting skills, even though we know that real life Niecy Nash is a fucking genius as an actress. Commended her for her acting skills, knowing that she knew all the assets that he had. She pretended she didn't know shit, and she went right over to see Zlata afterwards, and Zlata flips the script on her. Zlata says, okay, well, Desna says, okay, we're all set. When we get married, you're gonna kill him. You can kill him after we get married. Zlata busts the news. Well, he plans on killing you on the honeymoon. So you're going to have to do it right after you get married. Desna instantly freaks out. Wait, before I say that, Desna had asked Zlata to remove Olga from the room. She said, Olga's not paying attention. Bitch, everybody's listening. I don't give a fuck how Candy Crush you are, how stupid you are, how insignificant you are. Everybody is listening and gathering information. We ought to all know that. I don't give a fuck if it's your child or not. You know that they are listening, okay? So they begin to talk, and that's when she says, you're going to need to kill Dr. Ruval. And here is a syringe. Put this in his drink and you'll be able to do it. And let me tell you something. I'm with Desna. I'm not no murderer. Now, listen, I'm a criminal and shit. I mean, not me, Desna. I'm a criminal and shit, but I'm not no murderer, bitch. Like, this is your job. This is what you're supposed to do. And Zlata jumps bad and was like, bitch, you in it now. I'm still your boss until it's all done and all said and done. So you gonna need to follow through with this shit. I was like, this is... Ooh. And as you can see, Olga was over there like ear hustling and shit with her funny looking ass. She looked funny. I got to find what she really looked like because they make her look really, really awkward and weird. Well, we see them at the hotel. They arrive at the hotel. The ladies arrive at the hotel. The hotel is beautiful. You hear me? Absolutely gorgeous. But Desna has a bridezilla moment. Even though this is not a real wedding, we know that Desna is under a lot of pressure now, knowing she has to be the one to kill Ruval. So she's freaking out because there's a pharmaceutical convention going on. Isn't that ironic that there's a pharmaceutical convention going on at the same time as their wedding? I really was like wondering when the shit was going to connect together. Like, what was the purpose of that? You know what I'm saying? I really still feel like that maybe next season it'll tie together, or maybe it was just they were, you know, I don't know what you would call it, but they were, I don't know. Well, we see Uncle Daddy and Roller in the trailer park having a conversation, and Uncle Daddy goes over the plan because Roller says, okay, we're all set. Desna said she's got to kill Dr. Ruval after they're married. And Uncle Daddy says, okay, good. Now we need to make sure we kill the Russian bitch so we can get shit back in order. Speaking of Zlata, I know you know that because you've been following the whole season, but in case you're just joining, I just wanted you to know who the two people were. But at this point, you know, Clint has gotten into Roller's head, and Roller is questioning Uncle Daddy. So tell me again what happened with my dad and my mom. I didn't know that the mom was dead too, but I guess so because they have the children, or they got the children. And he went through the story, and as he was going through the story, I was like, it's too sketchy. Clint is not playing him. Clint is definitely giving him valid information because Clint wants to be the new Roller. Since, you know, Clint don't have no daddy no more, right? The hippie who was his daddy is now gone, but I think that's also that he could take Uncle Daddy's spot too. And as you can see, the stories were different from what Clint had said and what Uncle Daddy had said, and we find out later, it's even more different. Well, we see them in the suite and they having girl time, they having a good time, and it is definitely evident that Desna is on edge, honey, and she is getting those claws done, blinged out for her wedding. I was like, honey, if they don't go ahead and do that, go on and bling them out. I wouldn't wear it. Maybe one nail blinged out, but honey, go on with y'all's claws. That is exactly what this is about. And since she's visibly distraught, the ladies decide, well, we're going to each talk about what's going on. I mean, we're going to share Jen says we're going to share our speeches to come for tomorrow so that you could see what you can expect and, you know, try to get her out of the space. And they all go through these heartwarming speeches that are real and how they feel about her. Because remember, they have to make this wedding, even though it's fake, they have to make it as real as possible, including all the way up to through the reception. You understand me? So they go over the speeches and everybody is moved, including us. But then Desna's like, I can't do this. I can't do this. At this point, also, Polly is not there. Remember, she's still in the hospital on a 72-hour hold at the time. And so Quiet Ann goes in versus Jennifer. And as they go in, so now this is where I'm stuttering, but I got a little upset because I was like fucking Quiet Ann is not loyal anymore. We know that she is teeter-tottering. She ain't really part of the crew. She ain't with the business no more. And Jennifer should have went in, but Jennifer's leaving for Miami, so we all in the same boat. So I guess Quiet Ann is the one to go in and to console her. And when she does, she tells her that the plan has changed, that Zlata is not going to kill Ruval, that she has the responsibility to do it. And Quiet Ann says, have you made the call? And I'm sitting here like, bitch, what call was you supposed to make? It didn't click to me. It didn't click to me. It did not click for me until later. Do you understand me? I was like, what fucking call? She was like, I called several times. And I was like, what fucking call? Now that's how much you know I wasn't paying attention. Then all of a sudden you see a dead bird come through the window. We all know that is an omen of death. I mean, if you didn't know, that is an old wives' tale. Any kind of bird flying in the house means somebody is going to die. A bird get in your house and start flying means somebody going to die. And then that dead bird coming in, that was an omen in itself, like motherfucking dead seagull. Is that what that was, honey? Babe. Well, all of a sudden, the concierge of the hotel comes up and says we have to postpone the wedding because it is no longer a tropical storm. It has turned around. It is coming towards Florida and it is upgraded to a hurricane. So we cannot have the wedding. And fucking Desna has had it. Like at this point, all of this shit was coming to a head. The pimple was about to burst. And now you telling me we can't do it? Oh, no, motherfucker, we going to have to figure this out because I need this done. I don't want this stress on my conscience. I don't want this headache no more. This is too much. I can't handle it is what she was pretty much saying. And they got clever because they was like, tell us what you need. At this point, Polly walks in and, Polly's like, I snuck out. They didn't let me go, bitch. I ran away, okay? Remember who Polly is. Polly's very fucking crafty, has very many personalities. And so as they are creating something for decorations and food, using donuts and chips and all kinds of fucking noodles for the swimming pool, some old donut. I'm all like, what is this garbage finna look like? Y'all, I don't want y'all to do that shit at my wedding. But of course, this was fake. And so while they're in the kitchen, though, Desna excuses herself and meets motherfucking Arlene back in the pantry or the refrigerator or somewhere, but it was separate. Bitch, that's who the call was to. That is who the call was to. Quiet Ann had probably they talked about it earlier. That was the call that was made. And Arlene shows up with a wire and, on a sweatshirt and told her, here, switch this with what Zlata gave you, which probably was just going to knock him out. And yeah, so I was like, in this moment, I thought to myself, so wait a fucking minute. Quiet Ann, did you get back with Arlene? Is that what you did? Did she call you and you got back with her? We know you a sucker for her. Y'all let me know. I mean, we are inferring this because we didn't see anything. We won't see nothing about that till next season. So let me know down below in the comments. Tell me what you think because, I got questions. Now, I'm going to say this. The next day for the wedding, Desna made a beautiful bride. She did make a beautiful bride. I don't like the choice of the veil. I didn't say that last time. But nonetheless, she looked beautiful. And you saw Madame frowned up. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why in the hell? Face frown. Like, you taking my son. Like, was she not privy to the plan that her son had? And then everybody's looking because she went to do her own vows. And you're the most honest, trustworthy, loving man that I know. Like, she was putting it on thick. He drew it on thick, too. And they had that old luscious kiss. During the reception, you see the Ruvals now having a dance and enjoying each other's moment, And she is playing the fuck out of that role. Because, that kiss looked intimate. I mean, that's sort of how I kiss. With the biting of the lip and the licking of the tongue and all. I was like, okay, that look great. That good juiciness, like, she got these good full lips like I do. I was like, okay. You also see Bryce and Jen having their moment on the dance floor, being excited about moving to Miami. You even see Polly and fucking Ken, and Ken saying how much I love you, and they let you out, and she was all like, no, I snuck out in the nurse's uniform. I couldn't miss this. So yeah, I mean, everybody seems to be in good spirits right now. Roller is even dancing with Olga and tells her that I'm gonna have you covered. Make sure you're okay. You didn't have anything to do with this shit. I talked to somebody. And as he sees Desna go to the bathroom, honey, he follows her with his eyes and tells Olga, I'll be back, honey. Olga sees that Roller is following Desna and follows Roller right into the trap, honey. Roller goes into the bathroom. I'm all like, please, God, like this. I understand that this is fake, but this is just ridiculous. Well, he pours his heart out to Desna, you know, saying how everything is fake. The baby wasn't mine. My marriage is fake. Your marriage is fake. And I think that Uncle Daddy killed my daddy. You the only real thing that I have in my life. And he goes in to kiss her. Honey, I'm sure Jimmy Pink was yelling and screaming like, yes! I was like, ain't this some shit? And Jillian, I'm sure you were like, I knew they was gonna get back together. Let me see that he a good guy, okay? Let me see who he is. I ain't all for it. I'm not. Well, and then I'm all like, come on, Claus. Now, he just gonna go ahead and munch on her vagina, lick the snatch up under the dress. Now, anybody who's been married knows that she got on a fucking girdle and a fucking petticoat and all kind. It ain't that easy. Okay, let me tell you, it ain't that easy. Okay, okay, maybe she just had on the thong because it was like a round Southern Belle bottom. What the fuck you call that? I was mad though. I'ma just tell y'all because I'm not really for their relationship. But if he's a better person, because he did dog the shit out of her. If he's a better person and he treats her well, fine. But I ain't with that. I ain't with her going backwards. Like, we moving forward. We getting out of shit, not getting into it. Well, honey, as they come outside the door, you can hear as she's climaxing and holding on to that fucking window like he was really doing something up under that dress. Was he fingering her? What was he doing? Because I don't know if he had his mouth. I'm just telling you, it was just a lot of shit in your mouth. It's just, I think I'm just upset that they did that. Anyway, they come out and Olga is listening at the door. Now, y'all know a woman scorned. She looks sad. You heard her say that, oh, we could start fresh together now. She really loves Roller. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a woman scored ain't to be played with. I'm all like, this bitch is gonna tell Dr. Ruval about these escapades. She gonna blow the fucking whistle. I promise you, it's written right here. It's written right here. She gonna blow the motherfucking whistle. QA is macking with the QA. That's what I have right here. Quiet Ann is macking with the bartender, honey. The bartender is a stud. I thought that Quiet Ann was a stud. I didn't think the two studs would get together, but she macking and asking what time you get off, and they're gonna be her new boo. Is Quiet Ann gonna now go from stud to lipstick lesbian to the feminine lesbian? Y'all know that would be something. That if she ain't fucking with Arlene, she start fucking with the stud or turns feminine. That would be something. But she's got to come back because the baby got to show up. The baby got to turn 18 and come looking for her mama. Like, I just feel like that has to happen too. Okay, let me get back to the story. Because we 20 minutes in. It's going to be long. I told y'all. Roller corners Clint. No, Roller confronts Uncle Daddy while Clint is right there. No, Clint's not there yet. But he confronts Uncle Daddy. And, oh no, Clint is right there and asks him, why do you keep calling me dumb? Why do you keep calling me an idiot? And he was like, because you're not stupid, boy, but you're impulsive and you don't think things through, which is all fucking true. But you can see Clint over there smirking because this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to pit the two of them together against one another. As the night goes on, you see Desna tell Virginia as they say goodnight, you keep Dean in the room. I don't want him to be a part of any of this. You keep him in the room. You hear me, Virginia? And she said, yeah, shit. And the Ruvals depart to the honeymoon suite. I mean, I was looking at that and I was like, he acts like he's really into her. Like, he really does love her. And I say that all the time. I'm all like, he really seemed like he was into her. And I really felt like they were going to find out that he was playing Zlata, but that just didn't happen. She keeps trying to give him the drink because she made the drink and he does not take it. You know, he too busy looking at her. Did I tell you how beautiful you were? He wanted to get the goods, and she escapes because she really don't want to give him none. You know, she wanted him to pass out. She don't want to give him none. She goes and she changes her clothes into her nightgown. Bitch, it look like something my grandma gonna wear. That ain't what you wear on your fucking honeymoon. Claus, I'm gonna need you to do better than that. In this same moment, in another part of the hotel, we see Roller confronting Uncle Daddy. Goes toe-to-toe with Uncle Daddy and says, tell me that what you did to my dad. You killed my parents. Uncle Daddy, they fighting, they tussling. And Roller's like, you know, gets him to the ground and shit. And he's all like, you can't even say it. Uncle Daddy is feeling some serious remorse right now. Pulls the pistol and puts it in his mouth like he finna fucking kill himself. Like, that's a coward's way out. Like, he ain't got no mental health issues. That's a coward's way out. Not dealing with the situation. Not saying what it was. And what do you know? Anytime that he is in a depressive state or seems like he's about to kill himself, so maybe it is mental health, or like he's down on himself, here comes Wanda out of the freezer. Honey, for a pep talk. I know you've always had an oral fixation. Call Toby. He's got a nice penis. But what's happening right now is we need you to go and tell that boy what happened. So now I'm all like, we did what we had to do. Okay? So now I'm all like, what's the story? So yes, he killed the parents, but there's some story behind it. And maybe whatever that story is something that would have affected Roller and Bryce. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot to mention, I just skipped all over the fact that Roller went to talk to Bryce about it. And Bryce was like, I don't want to hear anything about it. Uncle Daddy has been good to us. I'm no longer going to be a criminal. Keep me out of it. I love you, though, as your big brother. But I want you to know it's nonsense. Well, it wasn't nonsense. Because, in fact, it was said that they killed the parents. But now we need to know why. What happened? What were the events? What was the catalyst to cause them to be killed? What happened? Was it valid? What happened? I mean, it's really never valid for murder, but as we're talking criminals, what was the thing that caused them to kill? Well, Clint comes in and he's all like, what happened between you and Roller? That disrespectful. Clint next season is going to be a problem. He is driving a wedge through that family, and it's because of Terrence, which was Clint's father, the hippie, who they killed last year. Y'all remember? And I want to say it was, who was it? Was it Bryce or was it Roller that killed him? Roller. It was Roller that killed him last season. If I'm wrong, let me know down below in the comments in season 1. And so we get back to the suite. Now, first and foremost, they in they nightgowns and in they robes and shit. Who the fuck got their phone and they robe on their honeymoon? Who the fuck got their phone and they robe on their honeymoon? I'm waiting for an answer because I'm confused. Because the phone rings and the nigga answers it right when we finna get busy? Nah, my nigga, that ain't how it work. It's my honeymoon. You finna get some of this good. I'm finna put it on you. You go to answer your phone. I know you a doctor, but you got somebody that's gonna help deliver the babies and shit. You have somebody covering you. But who's on the phone when he answers? That motherfucking Olga. Like I told you, a woman fucking scorned is not to be played with, and Olga is stupid as fuck. So nonetheless, Olga tells the whole story that Zlata and Desna are in bed together, that they plan to kill you, and that Desna is still in love with Roller, and she was with him after the service, after the ceremony. Yikes! She, again, impulsive, not thinking how it's going to affect anybody. Well, honey, Ruval, played it off and gave that old sneaky ass smile, and I'm on my honeymoon, and I'll make sure to handle it. And when she goes to give him that drink, and he went to choke her. Desna Strong, did y'all see that bitch push him up off of him? Like, that would be me. All of a sudden, you do not put a cat into a corner. Bitch, we come out fighting. Okay, I'm gonna kill your ass. She gets with him, including with that fucking lamp, honey, and they tussle, and she picked up that damn glass. He was like, cut me. She was like, bitch, try me. Slash. listen, I know that you want to kill me. And he says, and you know, this is a moment that they have this like brief exchange. When did you turn so cold? You made me love you. You did that. He said, I gave you what you wanted to believe. I said what you needed to hear. See, that's that shit right there that has women side-eyeing you niggas all the time because you play on our weaknesses. And women, we have to do better not to allow these dudes to exploit is the right word, to exploit our weaknesses the way that they do. Us wanting to be loved and having someone in our corner, and then you end up with some sucker ass, sorry ass nigga because you wanted something. Okay, listen, I digress. Nonetheless, honey, she gets with him, stabs him, he bent over, she pushes his ass right over the balcony. Honey, that tussle, she was gonna win. You hear me? It was between you or me, and it's gonna always be you. If it's between me and you, baby, it's always gonna be you. Do my damnedest to hurt you. Like, I was like, go, Des, get him. Shit, Desna opened up her bag. You saw her cute little stuff. And then there you saw, what? Her tennis shoes, a pair of jeans, and that motherfucking sweatshirt. She was not finna be going down for this. Do you hear me? At all. Oh, you know what? There was a point where Ruval was like, I love you, Desna, but I'm gonna kill you. So he might have really loved her. But he was going to kill her regardless because he heartless, right? And then you see Madame going through the hallways and shit in her wheelchair screaming, Gregory! Gregory! Bitch felt it in her spirit that something right. Y'all know that connection you have with your children. You know when something is not going right. You can feel it. Honey, she was looking for Gregory! Down in the bar, Olga comes clean to Polly and Roller. Says that she did something horrible. She called Dr. Ruval and told him that Desna was gonna kill him. Desna was gonna kill him. Honey, and Polly slapped her 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? She needed more than that. She needed her head banged into the fucking bar. Like, I know she only 17 now, 18, but the bitch could get it because she knew exactly what she was doing. You knew Roller didn't want your ass. What was the point? What was the point? You knew. See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. Us women end up with these delusions of grandeur and shit with these men that we know damn well don't want us. You know that he loved Desna. You played yourself. You should have just took his, help and moved on. Because guess what? Your mama is going to have money left for you. Hello, somebody. All her assets ain't tied up into the Russian mafia. Hello, somebody. But they got more family. Hold on. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. So Polly and Roller go off to look for Desna. Okay? Looking for her. They go to the room. The room is in disarray. It is dismantled, honey. They had a tussle. So now they looking for Desna. I'm all like, now how you know it's Desna that's still living? Because she a bad bitch. And in that same breath, Madame, as Desna runs into Zlata's room and she said, did you kill him? And she said, yes, I killed him. We got to go. He tried to kill me first. Blase. As they're running out, honey, Madame rolls up on them in that wheelchair and pulls her gun out. Like, get your motherfucking asses up in here. Where is my goddamn son? Where is my son? Where is Gregory? Where is he? Honey, where is my son? And they all, Desna comes up with some far-fetched fucking story, and Madame was like, I saw the room. Where is my son? Mind you, it's dark all this time. The hurricane has knocked the lights out. The lights have been out since Ruval attacked Desna. The lights come on, and Zlata rushes Madame because Madame got her motherfucking ass up out that wheelchair, honey. It was like, I've been walking all the time, and I was tricking y'all. But you could tell the way she got out of the chair that she probably needed to be in the wheelchair more than not, honey. And so she had that gun pointed, the light came on, and because she ain't too stable really is how my mind is set up, Zlata was able to overpower her and shoot her with the gun, with her own gun. So guess who's dead now? Madame. I thought that she was going to live on, but she did not. She did not. but I think that she made a phone call or two. I think so. Yes, I do. And so since Madame is dead, Zlata pulls out the papers and says, time for you to sign. So Desna turns around and signs her paperwork right away. I'm all like, it ain't no twist in this, like signs over everything and shit. And then when she turns around, that motherfucking Zlata got that gun pointed at her. And she gonna say, so you gonna double cross me? You gonna point the gun at me? I'm all like, bitch, you knew that she was messy. You fucking knew that she was full of shit. Zlata ran down the whole operation. Said what she was gonna do with Ruval's property, with the clinics. Now you gonna die too. I've been through a whole lot of shit, just yippity yip yip yabbing. Told her to get on her knees. She got on her knees, and you could hear the sirens in the background, honey. And Desna looks up and looks up at her and says, "That's what you get for underestimating me, bitch. I'm wearing a wire, bitch. I'm wearing a wire. That's what the fuck you get." Well, it didn't stop nothing. Okay, just because the police is coming don't mean I can't kill you, bitch. I can kill you before the police get here, and I can get the fuck up out of here. Yes, I can. Okay, I can get the fuck up out of here and go back to Russia in a matter of hours. Who the fuck you think you talking to? But baby, baby, we wasn't prepared. We knew somebody was gonna kill Zlata, honey. The gun goes off. Zlata gets shot in the back. Guy gets to breaking down, and who the fuck do we see? Dean. When I say I screamed, like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like it was a shrill of excitement and like shock, and I was like, go on, Dean, shit, yeah, cause you the only motherfucker that got common sense, and you the only one that's really looking out for your motherfucking sister. Somebody better tell me something. You hear me? He had said to her earlier, I really wish this was true, and what she said to him was, it's always me and you, it's always true. That ain't never changed. Me and you are always true. I had to, because nobody else was, is what Dean. Y'all, that moved my spirit. You hear me? It did. And in walks Roller and Polly, and Desna takes the gun from Dean and tells them, shh, be quiet, because it shows them the wire. Same shit that fucking Ken should have done. Like, you figure out how to fucking tell them that you have a wire on. My nigga, Desna, come with it. You is definitely a boss bitch. They get Dean out of there. And in walks Uncle Daddy and Clint, and they see that Zlata is on the floor dead. Because she was saying something, honey, and she was pushed her to the side. But she made sure to take her fucking chain that said boss. Yes, she did. Somebody. Well, we go outside, and Arlene tells her, well, we saw Ruval's body, and she was like, he tried to kill me. Like, what was I supposed to do? He tried to kill me. She said, and the dad and the mom too. And she said, you know, she just did what she should have said was Zlata killed her. Like, she was like, but did you get what we needed on tape? And she was like, yes. She was like, well, this will go ahead and exonerate you from everything. And she was like, even though she's dead, she said yes, because it's going to bring down her entire organization. So it looks like she's off the hook, right? And Dean comes out and has a conversation with her, and she says, you can never tell anyone about this. Like, she does talk to him like he's stupid. And he's all like, I know that. I'm not dumb. Walks off, goes on about his business. Then we see Ken taking Polly back to the hospital, the mental health hospital. She gets out the car. They say, I love you to one another. And as she goes into the hospital, she tells him, I'm okay. Shit, bitch, you ain't okay. Lillian motherfucking ass is sitting there waiting for you. But Ken didn't see that. Lillian's motherfucking ass is waiting on you, bitch. You ain't okay. You still got her fucked up in the brain, which means next season she gonna escape out of that motherfucker again, right? It's like being in prison. Where's she going? Even though she was able to walk in and check herself back in. Okay, though this entire thing was good, the way that motherfucking Desna walked into Shishi's to meet with Uncle Daddy in that all white, that new wig she got is banging like a motherfucker. She looked like I'm in charge. Her boss chain on. I was like, yes, bitch. Walk up in this motherfucker like you own it. Like I'm that bitch. And that is exactly what she said to them. And she sat down and had the conversation, and Uncle Daddy tried to tell her how shit was going to run. So you're going to get less of the pie, or maybe none of the pie, because I had to cut Clint in, you know, because he deserves a piece of the pie. And she's all like, nah, you got me fucked up. The whole pie is better than piece of the pie. And as a matter of fact, I know more about this shit than any of you motherfuckers. All you was idiots. I can do it. Clint looking like, he like, Uncle Daddy like, Roller, you better get your girl. Roller's like, I don't fuck with you no more, Uncle. Daddy goes over there and kisses fucking Desna. So he on your team. Like, I just think about the shit that he did to you last season, and I just don't think that shit is so easily forgiven. Like, y'all gonna easily forgive him, but I don't. He got to show himself worthy of me. Okay, I digress. Like, the shit he did last season was unforgivable. Slapping her and shit, cheating on her and shit, using her for his good. Like, that's what niggas do. He needs to show himself. Don't just let him back in. Y'all forgive me, okay? Just forgive me. Because guess what? She's was Lata's, right? Now it's Desna's. Is that right? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. As she leaves, she goes out and she goes out to the car because she still got her Maserati, and she goes, and there is Virginia waiting for her. Oh, this is long. Virginia is waiting for her. And Virginia taking selfies and shit, and she says, you know, now that it's all over, it's just me and Des. She sees me for who I am. And I'm all like, well, where the fuck is everybody else? Okay, Jennifer's in Miami. Polly is in the fucking crazy house. Where the fuck is Quiet Ann? I guess because she gave up that life. She ain't part of the crew no more. So I guess it's just the two of them. They go and they meet Mandy, who is doing better now. From what they said, Desna had helped Mandy. So Mandy did her a favor and checked out Ruval's assets, and the casino was left in her hand. Bitch, you know how much money casinos make? Huh? Do you? Bitch, you was in the money. So wait, they not doing nail shops no more? Because you remember, all the assets are gone. That includes, I don't know why it includes the nail shop. Oh, because the money laundering and stuff. So it's gone. So they don't have that no more. But they got the casino. So Claus is going to have a nail shop in the casino. How is this about to work? Well, as they go to meet Mandy, Mandy says, I'll be right back, or whatever the fuck happens. And there's a moment Mandy's not there. And Virginia and Desna are by themselves. There is someone on a bike coming, you know, doing a bike hit. Like, you know, it feels like all Miami hits are done on bikes based on, or Florida are done on bikes based on movies and shit, okay? And she sees them coming, and they go to shoot Desna, and Virginia pushes her out the way, and she ends up getting shot. Now, I didn't see her shot, but maybe she got scraped across the head, because we did see bleeding, but she didn't get really hit in the head. And you see, you know, Desna screaming and hollering, because, you know, now she's like a little sister to her, and it is very traumatizing, very dramatic. I was all here for that entire fucking episode. And I've got questions. Because they'll be back next summer, 2019. I'm so mad that Claus has to be over. But I want to know what you think is going to happen next season. Who was that on the bike that had the hit out for Desna? Is it the Haitians? Did Madame make a phone call to somebody and told them what was going on? Is it the Russians? Was that Olga? Or was that someone else in the Russians' family? Fuck, was that Uncle Daddy coming, the Hausers? Was that them that had a hit out on them? Who the fuck was it? I'm curious. Where is Quiet Ann? Is she back with Arlene? What's going on? Or is she with the black girl? I'd like to see her with a black girl. That'd be nice. Is Polly gonna be all right? Yes, Polly gonna be all right, but y'all know she gonna escape. They ain't gonna release her. She gonna escape probably, or maybe she go. Cause remember when they first started last season, she got out of jail when we saw her. So maybe when she come back, she'll be getting out of the crazy house, the asylum, the mental health ward. And not finally, but is Virginia okay? Of course she's okay. Karuchi ain't gone yet. I mean, I know she didn't have a whole lot of roles, but this next season she's gonna have a lot. They ain't killed her off. But did they not renew her contract? Somebody tell me something. I need to know down below in the comments. And I want to know, Desna, what is her fate? How much of a boss bitch is she gonna be? Is there gonna be new players in her crew? Y'all, I'm excited about where Claws is going. They've got me hooked. I almost gave up last season. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review, my long-ass review of Claws Season 2, Episode number 10, the finale, Breezy. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video.